You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Welcome to Let's Be Frank. I'm Alex Franco, and I'm here today with my wife, Nina.
Yes, hello.
Episode 2.
You're always going to be here with your wife because it's our podcast.
I know, that's true. I always feel like it's me that's hosting it, but I forget that it's us.
It's always us, me and you. No, we're never divided.
You can go ahead and start it. Let's try it. You do the intro now. You were complaining last time that you didn't get to look into the camera.
What do I say? Okay. Hello, everyone. I can't even say hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Let's Be Frank. I'm here with my co-host, Alex Franco.
Yeah. All right, good. Right before coming on here, you're like, I'm going for a Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. So
the ruffles, the ruffles kind of give it away.
Yeah, maybe explain a little bit for the people that aren't watching us on video.
I'm literally wearing a ruffles shirt that screams like Elizabeth Swann, like movie 1.
Yeah.
Whatever that one is.
Like when she was like innocent and not a pirate.
Yeah.
Before she got corrupted by, what's his name?
Jack
Will Turner?
Sparrow.
No, Will Turner.
Will Turner is like...
That's the one who she was dating though.
Yeah, but she didn't get corrupted by him.
Well, they got corrupted together by Captain Jack.
Yeah, my favorite movie series of all time, besides Harry
You
Potter.
have a weird obsession with Captain Jack Sparrow for some
Yeah,
reason.
he's so hot.
What? Come on.
Oh, come on.
Johnny Depp? I don't know.
Johnny Depp is literally forever my
I'm a
celebrity
fan of
crush.
his work, but, you know, if in terms of handsomeness, I would
10
probably
out of 10.
go...
Even now.
I'll put Brad Pitt before I put Johnny Depp in that conversation.
Nah. He's like close second, but nah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm a Brad Pitt kind of guy. No homo, I must say. All right, so a couple of topics we have today. Let me pull up my notes here. But we got we had a pretty fun weekend this weekend, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it was nice. We filmed our first episode, and literally 2 days later, we're filming our second. We're on a momentum.
It's fun.
We got some really good feedback. So
yeah. One thing that I noticed from the first podcast was that it felt. I mean, I kind of edited some of the things out that I wasn't too happy with, but at one point I felt like I was just interviewing you.
Yeah, but that just comes with time. You know, we'll just get into a better flow of conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the questions? What are the topics?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, no. Actually, something I wanted to talk about is a very fun and quite random activity that we did this weekend. I wanted to discuss it.
What did we do? What was
we went on a date with your mother to the fresh market.
Oh yeah, but that wasn't even a date. That was just... I'm obsessed with Fresh Market. And
I know. And you've always been hyping it up, and for some reason, like, I never really gave it the credit. But I was like, all right, it's Sunday. I got nothing else to do. Let's check out the Fresh Market.
I'm a huge fan of grocery stores. Like, I love walking up and down the aisles and kind of staring at everything. Like, look at this sushi soy sauce that I'm never going to use, but I want it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Our entire kitchen
when have we ever made
with things
sushi?
we don't need. Literally.
No, but Fresh Market is basically like a bunch of really fancy nuts and stuff that we have to have.
We have to describe the entire experience because you walk in and first of all, they're playing classical music.
Automatically sold me, for sure.
Yeah, which is like the best thing because why wouldn't you want to listen to classical music as you're grocery shopping?
Of course.
You know,
it makes you relaxed.
Atlantic salmon fillets and, you know, wasabi pea almonds and listening to classical music. It was amazing.
Yeah,
so
10 out of 10 experience.
From now on, I am 1,000% changing my...
And it was even better because my amazing mom paid for our groceries. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten half the stuff we got.
That's true. It is quite expensive. It's funny because on the way out, we're like, thanks, Mom. Yeah. Thanks for helping your starving, bougie children.
Yeah, your starving, bougie brat children who only want Fresh Market groceries.
Yep. If it's not truffle, I don't want it.
Then we don't want it, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so that was fun, and then we came home and...
watched a movie and then fell asleep.
What movie did we watch? Did we watch a movie? Oh, we started to watch a movie, but then it was interrupted because
He was downloading it illegally.
It wasn't illegally, it was on the internet.
It was illegal.
Everything on the internet is obviously legal. If not, it wouldn't be on the internet. But it was a streaming platform, and we were watching Babylon.
I didn't love it. I like fell asleep 20 minutes in.
It was not bad. the trailer kind of threw me off, but then I saw some reviews and I was like, okay, maybe it's worth giving it a shot. And it isn't bad. I didn't finish it though because
it's a 3-hour long movie.
That's too. And then we started watching the Grammys.
Oh, that was interesting.
It was. I have an opinion about the Grammys. Actually.
Yes, but I'm. Are you gonna share that opinion, or is that something?
No. I don't think. I actually. Did you watch Sam Smith's?
Yeah.
His performance.
Oh, he performed?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, okay. I think that was right when he went to bed.
What did he sing? Unholy?
Went to bed. He sang Unholy.
I love that song.
And he was literally dressed as the devil.
Okay.
And there was like.
Well, yeah, the name of the song is Unholy. I feel like that's.
Okay. Yes.
You know.
Good point. But he was dressed as the devil, and he was surrounded by like a group of. Have you seen the movie The Grudge? Or
No.
like one of those like scary movies, like The Haunting of Emily Rose.
I don't watch scary movies ever.
Where it's like a girl with like black long hair, and she's
No.
like drags her hair down.
That
And
sounds horrible.
it was surrounded by girls like that wearing all red, and there was like a people in the other lady. What's her name? She's a trans, the one that's in the song.
I have
Petra
no
or
idea.
something. I don't know.
No idea.
But she was like in a cage, and also surrounded by like weird, demonic looking people, and they were dancing weird, and there was fire and all this stuff. And right after the performance, it was funny because it was like, this performance was brought to you by Pfizer. And I was like, of course it was brought to you by Pfizer. What the heck? And then Trevor Noah comes on, who was hosting the event, and he was like pretending to be on the phone with his mom, and he was like, "Mom, no, that's not the devil. That he's dressed as the devil." Like kind of like pointing it out, making it funny, but I don't know. It was a little bit sus to me, the whole thing. Like they just made it so blatant and put it right in front of your faces, and then try to joke about it and just brush it off.
Nice. I don't really have an opinion on that because I didn't even see it. So
I know, but I kind of wanted to tell you that story because I thought
interesting.
it was quite interesting. Yeah. But anyways, how are you doing, baby?
I'm great. I'm excited to talk about all of the topics that we have planned.
I know. You mad that I went off topic?
Yeah.
That I went off script?
No, I mean, no, it's fine. I didn't even watch it, so I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to share that story because I thought it was interesting. You can form your own opinions after watching it for yourself. But a couple things coming up, right? We have Valentine's Day.
Yes, Valentine's Day.
And, I feel some kind of way about Valentine's Day.
You hate it.
No, that's not. Well, you know what's funny? We
What?
kind of have a history on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no, almost none of our Valentines have been really good.
Well, there was
There's a couple.
The first one. The first one in 2000.
Then all downhill from there. 14.
14?
No, 15 because we started dating in 2014
Right.
and it circled
Okay, so
back
let's
up.
start with a good experience on Valentine's.
Oh gosh, the first one?
Yeah.
Actually, I do remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I wore like
You were
this
working?
red top.
Yes.
No, that was the second one. The first one, you took me to a breakfast restaurant in Las Olas, and you gave me the crepe place.
Yes.
And you gave me this necklace with like a heart in it.
Yes, that was my mom's
Yes. Origami owl.
Yes.
And it actually had a ring in it. I don't even know how to explain it. It
Like
was
an
like a
engagement
heart with like, that you can put things in.
Right.
So it had like ballet shoes because I did ballet, a ring, a couple other things inside of that necklace. And I still have it. I actually saw it the other day in my room.
Oh, you kept it?
Yeah. It's
Nice.
like hanging up on my jewelry thing.
I was so thoughtful.
No, it was a sweet gift. I didn't really wear that necklace, but I did for a little bit.
It was more of like a.
It's like more of a
display.
sentimental thing. Yeah,
display
yeah.
thing. Not
That was
something
really
you
cute.
wear around all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the second Valentine's Day was
You dumped
very
me.
cute too.
No.
That did
No,
happen.
I don't remember.
I think we broke up twice on Valentine's Day. Is
I
that
have
right?
no idea. It's been like, 9 Valentine's Days that we've been together?
Okay, so my opinion on Valentine's Day is now technical difficulties.
What happened?
Sometimes it's because the light is running at full power.
Oh, it dies.
So
Or
it's
like shut off. Energy
the
saving
house,
mode.
the house is trying to be like, what's up? What's going on with this lighting?
Oh, okay.
Valentine's Day. Yeah, so now that I got over my, immature stage of our relationship, I see it more as like all right, well, I'm a good boyfriend to you, good husband to you 95% of the time. I regularly take you on dates.
Yes.
I randomly surprise you with flowers quite
Very
often.
true. Mm-hmm.
You know, I treat you nice. We hang out. We have quality time.
Yeah.
So to me, Valentine's Day is just kind of a dumb excuse from the government to just try and take more money off of you, you know? For restaurants that are going to be overpacked, you know, overpriced. Sometimes, like, at least in Miami where we're from, it's like everything is set menus and, you know, you can't get a reservation anywhere. So I'm like, why the heck should we celebrate Valentine's Day if I tell you I love you every other day, you know?
No, I mean, I see your point, but I disagree.
Of course you do.
Because...
You're a girl.
Yes, but that I think it's more like more loving, you know? Like you have to be more loving.
Okay, so should I be less loving today, for example? Today's not Valentine's Day. So should I maybe turn my love 10% down?
So what I think of
like, please.
No, what I think about Valentine's Day is yes, you know, I think social media today kind of skews like what the point of Valentine's Day like actually is, you know, and I think people get sucked into comparing themselves and comparing couples, you know, like you should, like girls I think have like this expectation of what Valentine's Day should be, and a lot of times they're left disappointed because their boyfriend, husband or whatever didn't live up to those expectations that were never even communicated. So I think that's why, partly why Valentine's Day
has a negative kind of stigma to it.
It never has a negative stigma to it, but I think just for us maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like I think Valentine's Day should not necessarily be, you know, let me give her a million roses to show her how much I love her. I think that should have been done, you know, throughout the year, like throughout your relationship. But I do think that Valentine's Day is, you know, specific for couples and relationships. And I think that something out of the ordinary should be done. It doesn't even have to be gifts. It can be like, because we go on date nights a lot, but we never really write each other like love notes or like, you know, write each other a letter or something different. Yeah. And I think that that's what we could be doing on Valentine's Day, you know?
So
something different than like our normal routine.
But
still buy me flowers.
Is that it should be a day where you show your love in a different way.
Yeah.
Not how you would on a regular day.
Yeah.
So kind of like Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving, you know,
right.
You should be great, like, and you know, like with my mentality, it's like
you
should be grateful
all
every
the
day,
time.
But it gives you an
specific
opportunity
day,
to gather around the table,
right.
You know, bring family from out of town, et cetera, and give thanks in unison.
Yeah, like I don't think that Valentine's Day should be one day of making up for all the times where you messed up throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? Like
right. It shouldn't be like you're only giving love on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. And I think people women, I think, not men, but get, I guess, upset because they'll be like, look at this couple, can you believe it? He bought her 100 roses and delivered it, and you can't even cook me dinner or whatever. But the reality is that maybe he's compensating for something else, like lack of communication in the relationship, or they argue a lot in the relationship and he's making up for all of those mistakes, like through gifts. You know, people receive love differently, and I think that you shouldn't be comparing relationships. Like, just because you didn't go out and buy me, you know, $400 worth of roses doesn't mean that you don't love me any less, you know?
Yeah. That's not happening.
But still buy me roses.
I'll get you roses, but I'll get you 12.
But I don't need like 400. Yeah. I mean, if we had the budget and we were just like, screw it, let's just buy 1,000,000 roses, that'd be nice. But like, I don't expect that from you.
Okay, so let's be open with our communication. And what do you expect from me on this Valentine's Day?
I told you, like, something different than our regular date night, you know, we've already discussed it, you know. I think we wanted to spend this Valentine's Day saving money, just staying in.
Right there, actually.
Not mine, but
when we save money, I love when you do that.
No, but I think just quality time is super important to me, and I know it is for you as well. So no matter what we're doing, like, I think it'll be nice. I think we should just have a night in. Maybe we'll make some pasta from scratch and watch a movie.
What we're doing right here is quality time. So does this count as a Valentine's Day?
No, because I have to think. You know, like when we're on a podcast, I have to think about my what my intentions are.
Okay.
But you get what I'm saying.
Okay, so then describe to me what is a date night, because today, I mean, the other day, we were finishing work on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
And, we've been talking about this restaurant that we saw on TikTok that's down the street.
Right, the
And
sushi place.
I'm like, oh, babe, let's get dinner. And we're like, oh, yeah, let's try this new place. So we finished work, signed out of our computer, got in the car, and we drove to get sushi. And then the next day, she's telling, you're telling Lama, our roommate, that we went on this date night last night. And I'm like, what? Date night? It was a date night? That was dinner.
I think I consider anything that we do, like, alone, a date night. Or, like, a date day.
So this is a date night, because we're alone and we're talking.
True, I guess. But I said, like, I don't have to think.
Okay.
Because this is technically work for us.
So date nights are nights where we don't have to think.
Think about work.
Okay. So what else? What else is on the agenda? This week, actually, same weekend as Valentine's Day, Super Bowl.
When is Super Bowl? Wait, when is Valentine's Day and when is Super Bowl? Like,
Valentine's Day is on the 14th
first?
always.
Yes.
Which I believe that falls.
But I mean, like, day-wise. Let me check.
Valentine's Day falls on a Tuesday, so
it's 14th. After Super Bowl then?
No, so it's after Super Bowl.
So Super Bowl's the 12th, and then it's on the 14th.
On Sunday. Let me ask you, without you looking it up, who's playing on the Super Bowl?
Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, and?
I don't know.
That's it? Chiefs?
That's all I know. I'm guessing. I don't know. Am I wrong?
Can't think of the other one?
Chiefs and Angry Birds.
Angry Birds?
Who are they?
Close. Eagles.
Okay.
Eagles.
I was in the bird range.
Right.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
A for effort.
I give you the props. Respect.
Okay,
At
but
least
who
you
is
got
it?
one. Honestly, I didn't even think you'd get one.
And I only got it because I asked you earlier, like 2 days ago maybe.
Yeah.
I was like, who do you want to win the Super Bowl? And I remembered.
You ask me sports-related things all the time, and then you ask me again all the time.
That's true.
Like,
I don't know. I just remembered. That's true.
Can you name any player that's playing in the Super Bowl? One player at least.
Tua Tagovailoa. No, he's the Dolphins. I'm just kidding.
That's the Dolphins.
Oh, the one that everyone loves, Joe Burrow.
No, he's Cincinnati. He got eliminated last
At least I've named 2 football players.
2 quarterbacks.
That's like better than anybody
Not bad.
else.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
What team is he on?
I don't know. Chiefs.
All right, I give up.
Chiefs.
How about I ask you a Super Bowl related question that you may actually know?
It's
Who's
Rihanna.
There you go.
I already knew it's Rihanna.
Okay. That's so random that she's performing.
Yeah, but I love Rihanna. She's always
she's
like, bae.
Is she relevant? Like, she's dating
of course.
ASAP. That's what I know right now. But when was the last time
Rihanna's
she dropped
always
any
relevant.
music or did anything?
She's just Riri. She's bad girl Riri. I love her.
I know. It's just
doesn't matter if she's relevant. She's awesome.
I guess.
Moving on.
I guess, but I'd love to see somebody who's popping right now. Like, I mean, I know Bad
Well,
Bunny
last year they
was
did
on
like
it a couple
all
years
the
ago.
oldies. They're not relevant.
Yeah, because it was in LA, so they brought out all the relevant Los Angeles rappers who put LA on the map. So that makes sense to me, but Rihanna, where's she from? She's from like Barbados.
Yeah.
And the Super Bowl's in Arizona, so what are they doing? Just makes no sense.
Don't talk bad about my girl
I'm not talking
Rihanna.
bad. I love Riri. I'm a Riri fan. I have all her CDs, all her hit
CDs.
records.
I loved Rihanna growing up, and I still do.
Name one song.
Stupid in Love. Oh no, maybe that's Beyonce.
Bow, bow.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I don't know.
Bow, bow, be-down,
Disturbia.
bow, bow,
That's
be-down,
Disturbia.
bow. Yeah, that was one of my favorite
Okay.
songs.
But anyway, on the topic of Super Bowl, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
We actually don't have plans.
Because we're kind of taking a break from drinking. And if I hang out with all my friends, all they're going to be doing is drinking. So, I don't know. I can't sit there and watch the Super Bowl with somebody who doesn't know a single player in it. I'm going to have to find some kind of plan.
Well, instead of drinking, we can compensate by eating. And we will make a lot of food.
Oh, yeah. We found lots of
really big
TikTok
into
recipes.
I've been really big into hosting recently. I think it's like a newlywed thing.
Probably.
Right?
I had like 3 plates, 2 bowls, and 5 glasses. And now we have a bowl for every nut, a serving tray, a thing to hold the serving tray,
Yes.
and a
Platters.
box to organize those serving trays, and everything. We have spoons for syrup, spoons for cereal, spoons for coffee, everything.
Yeah, I'm a big organization freak, especially in the kitchen.
Did we need all that stuff?
Yes,
No.
because when guests come over, you want to have something nice to serve. You don't want to serve them things in our regular day-to-day kitchenware.
I guess.
You got to elevate the hosting experience. And I
Yeah.
think that's something that newlyweds enjoy doing, or at least me, because I really like having people over, and I like to wine and dine them.
Okay.
So, cute chip bowls are a must.
You've earned that right to do that, which is a great segue into this other point that we wanted to talk about today.
Which is
the podcast that we listen to. Because, let me kind of set it up here.
Okay.
In preparation for launching this podcast, Nina's never listened to a podcast in her life. Or maybe she, maybe never.
Not never. I've listened,
but you could probably count on
dabbled
one
in
hand.
listening to podcasts, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably count on one hand.
And I'll
how
tell
many
you why.
podcasts you
It's
listen to.
because I can't stand talking.
When it's not you doing it.
Yes, I'm a music person all the way. I love music. I love hearing the beats and the rhythms of things, and it just calms me down. But something about people actually talking and laughing and talking over each other drives me insane. So it's funny that I'm making a podcast now, because we were doing exactly what I don't like.
Quite hypocritical of you, Nina.
Possibly, but it's me, so it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
But,
So,
yeah.
So in that, I can't let my wife start a podcast if she's never listened to podcasts. So I'm introducing her to some of the biggest podcasts that there are out there, like Dr. Andrew Huberman,
Joe Rogan,
Andrew Schultz,
Call Her Daddy.
Call Her Daddy, being one of them. I'm not too much of a fan of Alex Cooper and the Call Her Daddy podcast, obviously, because I believe that it's meant for women.
She's a little scandalous.
Definitely scandalous, but I don't know. It's not the kind of stuff that I want to sit around and listen to all day. But in honor of market research and preparation, we wanted to listen to it, and we came across this one episode that talks about how she just moved in. Not just moved in.
She bought a house.
Bought a house.
Yeah.
Bought a house with her boyfriend. And she created this whole episode talking about how, basically, how it's okay to move in with your significant other. Don't listen to the conventional, traditional,
old school,
antiquated, old school philosophy or an old school way of thinking of that you have to be, married first before moving in.
Right.
And we're just kind of listening to it.
Well, we listened to it briefly. We didn't listen to the whole episode, but we were kind of cracking up because she basically contradicted herself.
Yeah.
She was saying, she was like, yes, do it, whatever you feel like, go with your gut. If you want to buy a house with your husband, do it. But if we break up, we're it's word for word what she said.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
I just thought that was kind of funny.
She said that she's having a mental breakdown doing it.
Yeah.
That if it doesn't go right, that she's basically screwed.
Yeah.
Yet she's still convincing
everyone
everybody
to do it.
Just do it.
It's fine. Yeah.
To me, the one thing that kind of doesn't make sense is how most people's argument on this is that it's an old school way of thinking, it's a social construct that doesn't make sense nowadays. Mm-hmm. But everybody who's trying to break that construct, we see people doing it, more now than ever before. Mm-hmm. Yet the divorce rate is the highest that it's ever been.
Right. I was going to say that the norm is to move in with your boyfriend before getting married, or maybe not necessarily buying a house, but at least moving in together. That's the norm. But on the other side, the norm is also 50% of marriages end in divorce. And do you want to be a part of that? That's a huge statistic.
Exactly. Now,
50%.
We're not saying that
happens
necessarily
to everybody.
that one thing leads to the other, but I just think it's funny how now when everybody's trying to break that construct, now we're seeing the lowest divorce rates. So you do with that information as you want, but
in order to not be a statistic, you have to be outside the norm. It's 50% chance you're going to stay together if you move in, and 50% chance you're going to break up. And that is a crazy statistic to me that I don't want to take that chance. So what can we do that's completely different, that we don't fall into those statistics? And I think, you know, as old school as it is, waiting to move in together before, you know, you get married is kind of held true. And it's proven over the years that marriages, you know, our grandparents' marriages, like my grandparents have been married for, you know, 80 years, and same with yours. And it's because they stuck to those traditional values of wooing a woman and, you know, waiting to live together before marriage and saving all those special moments in your life for that point.
Right. Yeah, no, for me, like, I'm not saying that what we, like, how we feel is the
way
the
to
right
do it.
way.
Right.
Like, I don't know whether
like,
it
if
is
you
or
want
it's
to
not.
do it, power to you. Like, we're not going to judge you for it. We're not going to hold you.
No, nobody's judging here at all.
Yeah.
But to me, like, you know, there's a saying that says that fools learn from their own mistakes and the wise people learn from other people's mistakes. And to me, like, I just look around and, you know, like you said, like my parents, you know, my grandparents, your parents, like the relationships around me, the strong, successful relationships around me did it that way. And I have a bunch of friends who've been living together for years. And they're not getting married, or a lot of them have moved in and then never got married,
or
and now they're not together
they're having
anymore.
a lot of problems,
or they're having problems, or, you know, a bunch of things. So, you know, like, to me, it's just, I'm a logical thinker, and that's just that's the data set that's presented in front of me, and that's the conclusion that I got, which is the reason why we kind of waited to
and there's so many
together.
reasons, you know. We can do a whole topic on that. Like, I have so many reasons why you should wait to get married, and I think on TikTok I brushed upon it, and I would say for me, you know, I think it's exciting when you get married. You have something new and exciting to look forward to, as opposed to just like, let's get married and then, you know, continue doing exactly what we've been doing. I think it's fun that something changes, you know, that we get married. Yes, there's the hype of the wedding, but then you just kind of like, boom, back to normal life. And I wanted to kind of continue that momentum and that hype by living together.
You can keep talking. I'm just going to restart these cameras because, sorry, we just had to restart the cameras because we're starting with this podcast thing. So it's one-man production here. And
we had 30 minutes. So
yeah, we have 30 minutes to shoot, and then I have to restart it ever since. So anyways, yeah, I think this is an interesting conversation because you did make a video the other day, and I kind of want you to go into it a little bit about what are the things that you said in the video.
Okay.
Because it did get like
a lot
some
of views.
Pretty like crazy responses. Like so much so, like even the girl from, what is it, Too Hot to Handle? She commented like, you're setting girls back 50 years. Like, I don't know. So what was it that you said that got people so riled up?
I mean, I didn't think I was saying anything crazy, but I was just saying, you know, one thing was that you're basically, when you live together before getting married, you are basically doing wife things on a girlfriend level. And I know that sounds super shallow, but I feel like there's a deeper meaning to that. And, you know, basically, when you live together, you have like these certain expectations of each other, you know, whether you define them out loud or it's just kind of like hinted at, you know, like, I don't know. But basically, I was saying that now that we live together, like, I do cook and I clean and that's stuff that I enjoy doing. And then there's also things that you do as the male role in the relationship, which is, you know, I haven't touched a trash bag since we moved in together. Like, you take out the trash, you'll unclog the toilets, like, kill the bugs, you know? And that's not something I want to do, so you kind of take the...
But wouldn't you say that may be setting females back 50 years? Like, don't you think females should step up, put their boots on, and learn to kill the freaking roach
I mean, if someone wants to think that and they want to go ahead and kill their own bugs and unclog their own toilets because they don't want to be set back 50 years, then power to you. But
okay.
I don't want to be doing all
But
those
how
things.
does that kind of relate to the whole moving in together? Like I think...
I actually...
For example, I like cooking, I like cleaning, I do my own laundry.
Something.
You know, like, I think that there has to be something more. Like, there has to
be... So I
actually
screenshot something from...
Screenshot?
Screenshot.
Screenshot?
Shooted.
Screenshotted? Chatted?
Okay. It's from, I'm not exactly sure because it's just a screenshot of, we'll have to do the research on.
Oh, that's my
Someone is at the
HelloFresh.
front door.
Oh, that's a big package. You might have to sign for that. So, you want to go?
No, you don't have to sign for HelloFresh.
No, it's not HelloFresh. It's a huge package.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Hopefully it's something for me.
Yeah, go.
Wait, I want to
Yeah,
say.
you're gonna share your screenshot, but I also wanted to press you on that because, like, I think just because you're doing wifely duties doesn't mean that that's not a reason why they shouldn't. Why people shouldn't move in together.
True. Okay, that's kind of brings up my point. The screenshot that I found. So, it's actually called. Let me just read it.
Cool.
So it says couples who cohabit before marriage tend to be less satisfied with their marriages and more likely to divorce. The negative outcomes are called the cohabitation effect.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this effect is called sliding, not deciding. So couples, I'm going to read the point. So it says women tend to see cohabiting as a step toward marriage, while men see it as a way to stall marriage, which is super interesting. It also says that a couple's standards for a live-in partner are lower than they are for a spouse. Mm-hmm. So cohabitors want to feel committed to their partners, but they're confused whether they have consciously chosen their partner to spend life with. Let me see. It says, a life built on top of maybe you'll do simply does not feel as dedicated as life built on top of the we do of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
I mean, I think, can I say something
that
about
basically kind of described what the cohabitation effect is.
Right.
So
the way I see it, and again, I want to emphasize that this is not necessarily, like, I'm not claiming that this is the right way. For all I know, I may be wrong. There may be some couples out there who, by living together, it has helped their relationship. I don't know. I'm not claiming to be right. But like I said, from a logical thinking, position where I'm in, it's just, to me, it makes sense. Like, in a relationship, while you and me were dating, there was things that we were discovering about each other. There was things that we liked, things that we disliked,
Right.
And every time that I found out something I didn't like about you, I didn't break up with you. I mean, maybe I did a couple times. But we worked through those things. Now, for us, it led to success. For us, it led to, I want to be with this woman for the rest of my life. For other people, for example, somebody that moves in, like if we would have moved in together, that commitment, now we have to buy furniture together. We have to
and who buys
split
the
a
furniture,
bed. Exactly. All these logistical things that go into it. Now, let's say there are, now that we're getting to know each other and we're continuing to get to know each other, kind of vetting each other for marriage.
Right.
Now, certain things that if we weren't living together, it may have shown me, maybe this girl is not for me. Now that we're living together, I kind of brush them aside and say, is it really worth all this stuff because because we have a bed together, or because we share a couch together, or we share a dog, or whatever. Like all these problems that should have been worked out during your dating phase. Right. Now you're kind of like forced to, now it's a bigger commitment. It's a bigger barrier of exit that you're living together versus we're just dating. So it's an interesting topic.
It's kind of like what you're talking about. There's another. I found this from a NewJerseyFamilyLaw.net. I don't know what type of research I did, but this is just like what I'm reading. It says, along with the cohabitation effect, it's something also called the inertia of cohabitation, which basically is saying that the idea of inertia is based on the fact that many people increase their constraints for staying in a relationship before they clarified a mutual dedication to the relationship. So basically it's saying that when people share an address and they share their life and furniture, they get caught up in an inertia that makes it harder to break up.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
And it's saying that this inertia increases the likelihood they will get married to someone they might not have married had they not been living together. Which is so interesting to me. Because
they said it a lot better.
And it does make sense, because if you're living with someone, and you're sharing expensive furniture, you're sharing a life, you're sharing animals, you're sharing bank accounts, maybe, I don't know. But you basically have made this whole life with someone that you haven't married yet, and it's so hard to pull away from that. You know, it's like if there's a toxicity or something, you might overlook that because like going through a breakup and starting over is so difficult. And then you just settle and you're like, okay, well, if I'm already doing this with this person, maybe we'll get married, and then you end up, you know, living a I don't want to say miserable, but a non-happy relationship.
Exactly.
You know, as opposed
at that
to
point, something as like minimal as like, well, I mean, not minimal, sorry,
Right.
the opposite. Something like a seemingly small detail that is a make or break without being together now becomes
a make or break.
becomes like a no big deal type of thing. For example, let's say you know you didn't have a good relationship with your parents.
Right.
Like maybe going into a relationship, I was like, I want to date a woman that has a good relationship with her parents because that's how you know she's gonna treat your kids. You know.
Right.
But now, okay. I don't really see her parents that often. Like, do I really want to go and look for a new place and sell all our furniture and get rid of our dog because she doesn't text her mom once a day or whatever? You know what I mean? Like little things like that.
And I think when you're looking for a partner, you have certain standards or certain non-negotiables, I would say. So there's certain non-negotiables that we had in our relationship, and they had, like, it was so important to check those boxes, and that was something non-negotiable for me, is something that I didn't want to just settle for, right? And I think that a lot of people, when they move in with a partner before getting married, because when you get married, those non-negotiables have to be checked off, but when you move in with a boyfriend, you can fudge it a little bit. You know, you're like, okay, well, he doesn't necessarily meet this requirement, but it's okay because we're not married, you know, and then that's when things start going downhill, you know? And even if they do check off all those boxes going into living with somebody, I feel like you can start making excuses for them. You know, like, oh, it's okay, you know, like, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's a heavy topic. I think, I think we gave our 2 cents on it, and, you know, you don't have to agree with us.
Yeah, and of course, like, I think we want to, I was going to say, I think we should clarify. You want to take the car out for a test drive before purchasing it? By all means, go for it. Well,
you know?
I think we have to clarify that, you know, there are people who live together and got married and have a happy life, and we love that for them, you know, and there are people, like, we're not saying that everybody who lives together before getting married is going to break up.
If you live with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you have lived with your boyfriend and girlfriend and now are engaged, you're getting married,
that's incredible,
and you have a great experience on it, let me know, because I haven't really talked to anybody that has as of yet. So I would be, you know, I would love to hear from somebody who's had a good experience. That's great. I love that topic. You know, I'm sure we can talk more about this. I'm sure we can go back to it another day. But I did want, unless there's something else you want to...
I mean, I can go on for days, so we can wrap that up.
No, but like any other topics before we wrap up, because I did want to wrap up, but I have a little activity that I want to do with you beforehand. Any questions, like on Instagram? I know you have your people asking questions to us.
Yeah, I think we did brush up on that. A lot of people are asking us, you know, why they should wait to move in before marriage and why we did. And I think that just kind of basically scratches the surface, you know?
Yeah. That's our meta opinion, you know, and then there's other things that we can get into in the future.
Yeah, it's like little things, but I think that just kind of gives a nice general summary of why we waited.
You're just going to have to subscribe to this channel, follow us on Spotify, and continue to hear our opinion on this. You know, maybe we will have somebody on like that has the same opinion.
Yeah, we can talk to the couples.
Talk to them. Because I'm not closed-minded at all.
Yeah, me
This
either.
is just an opinion that I've formed based off personal experience. But... you know, if somebody wants to come and give us better research or better data or a better opinion, I'm more than willing to budge.
We're for that. We love that.
So to finish up, I created this little game that I want to play with you because
What is it?
I call it, is it legit or is it a scam?
Oh, okay.
So
That's
I'm gonna.
You just made this up?
Yeah, I made it up right before coming in here because I wanted to do something fun. I didn't want it to be all like
boring. Deep dive relationship talk. Okay, let's do some lighthearted
fun. Is it legit or is it a scam? Very easy rules. I'm going to say a topic, a thing, a category, and then you have to say whether it's legit or whether it's a scam.
Okay, let's do it.
Number 1, Valentine's Day.
I have to just pick one?
No, I mean, if you want to get into it, you can get into it.
I think it's legit. It's legit.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
I think it's legit.
Crypto.
Well, right now it's a freaking scam because I lost so much, thousands of dollars on crypto. But I think
you haven't lost it until you cash out.
That's true. That's true. Well, right now I think it's a scam because I've lost so much money for it. But I'm convinced that it'll go back up.
Then
yes.
you're gonna be
then
like, it's legit, legitness.
Yes.
Okay. The Bachelor.
Oh, a scam.
It's a scam.
A scam, but I love it. I love it.
It's so entertaining. We have episode 3 today,
We actually,
right?
It's a funny story. I've never watched an entire season of The Bachelor, a full season, but I have,
you fall off?
What?
You fall off? Like, what is it?
I just forget. It's every week and I just get busy and it's not that important to me. But there are a couple episodes that I've seen in the past and they're entertaining. And
this, I can't lie, I was talking so much shit about it before going into it, and then I sat down and I was like, this show's so stupid.
And he's like, oh, can you believe Gabby? Or well, you've never seen The Bachelor, and I was watching it, and he was just like, what is the show? And I was like, oh, it's The Bachelor. And I kind of explained to him like the premise of the show. And he was like, that is the most stupidest thing. And I agree. it is the most. It just makes no sense. Like, here, let me date every single girl in America before I find the one that I'm going to marry. In a month. But on TV. Yeah. It's funny, and it's like the worst show possible. But for some reason, this season got us hooked. And now we are so excited to watch it. It's tonight, because today's Monday. So we're gonna watch that tonight. It's going to be juicy. All right, a couple more. Moving in together before being married. Scam. Influencers. Legit. Is it legit or scam? Yeah, is it legit or is it a scam? Okay, legit. Influencers are legit. The moon landing. Legit? 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 Wait for the next one. Avocados. Scam. Avocados are a scam. Because avocado, if you eat an avocado, it is so trash. But if you eat guac with like lime and spices, so good. You might have a point, because sometimes like you feel an avocado and it's like, this is the perfect one, and then you open it and it's black. Like, imagine sliced avocado in a sandwich. Ugh. No, but a good, ripe, juicy avocado is nothing better than that. Nothing more legit than that. Guac with some lime and some like hints of lime. What are the Tostitos? Oh my gosh, 10 out of 10. Okay, next one. Epstein's murder. What about it? Scam? Was it legit or is it a scam? No, he didn't get murdered. You said murder. Epstein's murder. Didn't he hang himself? Exactly. So Epstein's suicide. Did he kill himself or? Nah. Was it suicide? I don't think he did. The world may never know. I think that's some. Andrew Tate. I feel like it's a very controversial topic. I can't say. Oh my God! The world's gonna know your opinion on Andrew Tate. Legit or scam? People are gonna hate me for this. No, I can't. I don't know. I think you just gave yourself away. Sorry. Okay, last one. That's a whole nother topic that we can talk about. Monet. Monet? Scam. 100%. I'm so sorry. And no hate to anyone who does Monet hair care, but no. No, I disagree. No. I think it's legit. No. But we'll talk about that another day. I think multi-level pyramid schemes. I have a good opinion on them. If you just gotta work it right. It's not for everybody, but... I'm not saying it's a bad company. I'm not saying it doesn't work for people. I'm just saying it's a scam. Some people get scammed. Yeah, that's like me. Okay. Anyway. Excellent. That was a really... we clapped at the same time. Anyways, great episode 2. Excited to continue on with episode 3. And also, if you guys are watching this and you stuck through to the end, let us know your feedback, or if you have any questions, or you want to give us topics to talk about, we can do a deep dive. Or if you just kind of want to, if you disagree with us on anything, please let us know. We love hearing opposite sides to things. I love disagreements. All right. Yeah. That's it. We'll see you next week. See you. Bye.